What is up, Blues? Welcome back to my channel, and in this video we will talk about Andreas Christensen. Since Thomas Tuchel has came into the club, Andreas Christensen has turned into a completely different player. The guy's form is unbelievable, his physicality and his defensive contribution has gone to another level, and he's been arguably, so far based on form, one of the best defenders in the league. And if he continues, he might even make it to the team of the year. And the guy has been superb. His playing from the back ability is just sublime, and his defensive interceptions and blocks are those crucial moments that he always has. It's just beautiful to watch. And throughout his career, we always knew that Christensen excels in the technical department, for defending, and we always knew that he's very good on the ball, very good at progressing the ball from the back and intercepting and blocking in those crucial moments. However, we always knew that he kind of lacks in the physical side, and he kind of has those lapses of concentration mid-game, which can cost us, as we saw previously against Liverpool early on in the season, which he gave away that red card. But yeah, the guy, he's still young. I think he's 24, and he's still learning the game. And I think this past year or two, when he wasn't really starting, he's been kind of able to develop his game, mature up, and I guess improve his physicality. I think we can see more nowadays in his games that he's a bit more aggressive. I think he lacked that aggression, even though he was very technical, he was very patient. But sometimes as a defender, you gotta be very aggressive and close down your opponent. And in his earlier days, he kind of lacked that. I think he lacked that aggression. His aerial prowess wasn't there. He was struggling with the taller strikers, as we saw last season against Dominic Calvert-Lewin in that defeat that we had in Goodison Park. But I think the guy has turned into a different monster. I completely understand why Tuchel is using him, even though I know Thiago Silva has been injured. But I can understand, even though Thiago Silva is back, I can understand if he continues with Christensen. I think Christensen in the back three system, it suits him perfectly. I think when he's able to just be more creative with his ball progression as a center back, as the third center back, the sweeper, I think it helps him to be less stressed about the defending side, because he's got the two other guys helping him with the defending, and he's able to make those beautiful passes from the deep areas. Same with Rudiger. Actually, Rudiger's passing has gone to another world-class levels that we actually never saw. We always knew that he's decent on the ball, but not levels of this right now. I think Rudiger has also improved his game significantly, and I never expected it. I was always one of those guys who was like, we should sell Rudiger or Christensen, both of them. And I think they proved me wrong, and I happily can say that. I think especially Christensen, especially that he's an academy guy. I always I always wanted him to do good, but this past year or two I was kind of slowly doubting him, especially in this physical side of the game. But hopefully, if he continues this form, we made it don't even need to sign a center back. I think in this current market there isn't really that many outstanding center backs that are affordable. There are players like Varane, he's gonna be very expensive. Marquinhos, I want those type of center backs to replace Thiago Silva because he's 36, 37, and I think even if we extend his contract next season, I think it's gonna be hard to replace him, because he's a world-class defender even at this age. So I think if they both continue this form, Christensen and Rudiger, we may not just not be able to sign a center back. Don't need a center back actually. We have Zuma and Christensen. I mean, the guy has been unbelievable, man. The Danish Maldini, as many people say, the guy has been sublime. I think his physical side, I think, is improved, and I can really notice it. Maybe his upper body strength got bigger, and I think some people just tend to take them a bit longer to get adjusted to their body. I think you may need to learn your body even more. I think some people learn their body and their positive attributes and their strong attributes a bit earlier. That's why they can master their strengths. And I think with Christensen it may take a bit longer, but as of right now he's on a completely different class. I think he's been absolutely shutting down many top class records. Your João Felixes in the first game against Atletico, Suarez, Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, just so many, Harry Kane, Young-Wilson, there are so many, and the guy has been sublime. The guy has been sublime, and I just hope he continues this form. He's still young, he's learning. He may even get a new contract renewal. I'm not sure when was the last time he did sign the new contract. Maybe it was in Conte's second season, but I think with this current form, he's gonna probably sign a new contract. And I think after the Euros, I'm not sure if Denmark are in the Euros, but I think after the Euros, we might see, you know, his price go up. And, you know, the guy has been great. I think Thomas Tuchel may even just stick with this back three formation because it suits majority of the players, and we may need to sign probably 2 or 3 players, maybe 1 for the squad, or maybe 2 for the squad and 1 for the starting lineup, and we just continue with this formation. I think as of right now, our defense has been sublime, mainly due to the consistent back three that we had, you know, Christensen, Rudiger, and of course Cesar Azpilicueta is such a great captain, and I think his consistency has been, I would say, underrated by many fans. No one really talks about him as of right now in the current Thomas Tuchel's defensive system. I think he's been a standout performer. I think he just doesn't really have a bad game. I think he consistently puts in great shifts into the games, and I think I'm happy that, you know, we have an experienced leader next to, you know, a younger defender next to Christensen, you know, and we also have a bit mature defender, a bit more aggressive defender next to him, you know, in Antonio Rudiger. I think his physicality is very useful, his pace is amazing, and, you know, if Christensen continues this form, man, I think his doubters slowly gonna fade away, just like me.